All right. So we're gonna do is we're gonna be making videos of the reckless drivers. Reckless drivers. So I was going to I forgot where I was going to. That's not important. I was gonna turn onto the highway. I was able to point my camera, my dash camera, to this truck here. Um, this is a intermodal truck, the ones that come on the boats. Those big containers you see on the boats, they come from China and other places. They come on the boats. Those big containers, the tractor trailers. They put them on top of the tractor trailer, and the tractor trailer takes them. This is what they call intermodal containers. So I want you to see what happened to this guy, this intermodal truck. Uh, so I'm coming onto the highway here, and it's a turn. I actually came down that turn when I came earlier to this section. Let me fix the video. As you see, the video is a little off. Video is a little bit big. So you can see here the truck. Actually, I could put it higher so that way it can be expanded this way. There's a truck. It's an intermodal. There's a truck. There's the tractor trailers over there. And that thing is on its left side on top of the guardrail. Thank God there was no cars there. Thank God there was no cars there. Thank God. Okay? Thank God. Let's continue. We're gonna see. Look. So he tipped over. He tipped over. Now my question is, how the hell you tip over when there are signs here that tell you, watch out, you might tip over. You can see here, there's a little sign. They got them all over the place. They got a truck with tipping over, and it's like it'll tell you. It has like a little sign on it. It says, you might tip over. Go slow. It'll give you the speed, 25. You got to go 25 miles an hour. But this guy seems he couldn't know how to read. Stupid. He totally flipped that truck over and crushed the look at that. There's a turn. So there's a turn. This turn, I came down this turn. I had to come down this turn. This is where I got off. I got off here, and then you go around and come back around. Well, I went down this turn. I always go down turns like this. You have to slow down. You don't speed up. You slow down. You don't speed up. Slow down. You can always speed up. It's hard to slow down. So here, look at that's them over there. That's the guy over there. That's the guy over there talking with the cops. The cops are, the cops are like, what the hell happened? I mean, look at you. Look at it. Look at the truck. So the guy's over there in the corner over there with talking to the cops over there, that white car. The truck totally crushed. That truck totally fell off and crushed the guardrail. It's totally smashed. The guardrail is totally smashed. I was like, damn. I mean, he totally smashed the guardrail. Thank God there wasn't a car there. A car passing by, and he would have tipped over. It would have smashed the car. Would have killed the people. It would have killed them. So there's a guy over there Guy's over there talking to the cops. So he came down that little turn over there. You know, you come down that turn. I have a little advice for people. You see a truck, get away from it. These guys are totally reckless. I see them driving behind cars like 3 feet. They'll be like right behind a freaking car going 70 miles an hour, right behind a car. And I'm like, you know, these guys are totally reckless. Totally reckless. Okay? But when a truck, you know you're going too fast, for you drivers out there who if you're driving your car or you're driving a truck or a moving truck or whatever, and you're turning and you're on a turn and you're turning a truck, you know, you're coming around a turn or banking around a turn. If you feel G-force, if you're turning and you're kind of like sliding out of your chair, you're going too fast. I got news for you. You're going too fast. You need to slow down. If you're turning and you feel G-force and your body is moving the opposite way of your turning, so you're turning to the left, your body's going right, that means you are going too fast. You should not feel G-force when you're turning. You're not driving a freaking sports car. You're not in a race. You're not in a race. Only people in races do that because they're inside of a controlled cage chair where they are strapped down and they're going 250 miles an hour and they're going around the corners and they meow meow meow. That's not what you're doing. That's not what you're doing. If you feel G-force when you're turning and you feel your body going to the opposite direction of the way you're turning left, your body goes right, that means you are going too fast. If you're turning right, if you're turning right and your body goes left, you're going too fast. You need to slow down. You should not feel any G-force when you're driving your car. If you do, you're going too fast. Your car can slide off the road. Okay? Especially a truck driver. Common sense. These guys are totally reckless. How the hell do you tip a truck over coming down a bank like that? Because he was going too fast. He was going too fast. That's how that truck tipped over. He's going too fast. I mean, on a freaking exit. He's on an exit. You tipped over a truck on an exit ramp. Dude. Reckless. Like I'm telling you people. You see these guys? They reckless. Stay away from these truck drivers. I'm a truck driver and I stay away from them. When I see them, I let them go. Go ahead, because I know, and when they trying to pass each other and everything, I let them. You know why? One of them messes up, they all gonna crash. It's gonna be a big smash up. That's why I always wonder, I say, how is it they got a 15-car pileup? What, nobody was watching the road? How do you pile up a bunch of cars? Unless there's ice or something where, at a certain patch of ice where everybody slides into each other. I understand that. But not if there's no ice. How do you do a 20-car pileup? 20 cars kept hitting each other like you wasn't watching the road? Well, if you're turning around a bank, you're going around a corner, you're going down a hill, and there's a turn, and you cannot see beyond the hill, you need to slow down. It's called slowing down. Just in case if there's traffic jam. There's a traffic jam and I'm coming around a corner, which I cannot see more than 100 feet in front of me. You know what? Slow down. You gotta slow down. I'm gonna keep making videos like this showing the stupidity of these drivers, the reckless truck drivers. They are reckless. Stay away from them. Look at I'll show the rest of this video. So he came down that turn, and that's what happened. Reckless driving. Okay? So this is where I was on 80, look, east. So look, he comes down this turn here, and he took out the guardrail there. He took the guardrail out. Took the whole guardrail out. Thank God, thank God there was no car there. Thank God there was no double lane. He would have killed people. He would have killed people because of his stupidity. I think there's another part here, but yeah, it just goes to show the stupidity of these drivers. They are totally reckless. I recommend you stay away from them. Just stay away from them, man. They are totally reckless. Here's the bank. So I'll show you all the turn he's supposed to come down. So if he's coming down this turn here, this is the turn that he's supposed to come down, right? So he's supposed to come down this way. There's the turn. Look. So if I'm coming up the turn, look at the turn. It's the same turn, just on the opposite side. Same turn. What it says there, 25 miles an hour. That's how fast he should have been going. He probably was going faster. And here's the turn. Look. Reckless. Reckless driver. And then they had to close it because I just wanted to see because as you go, it'll tell you over here. And when I put the camera back on the dashboard, totally reckless driver. So I had to slow down because the cops had that thing blocked off. There you go. See? 45 miles an hour. That's where I'm going. But going that way, there's a sign that says they have signs with a truck tipping over, and then it's like it'll tell you 25 miles an hour or slower. It'll tell you. They'll tell you. But these guys are totally reckless. Cause a major exit now. Whoever's gonna get out on the exit can't get out on the exit now until they come with a crane. The crane gotta come and pick it up, and then they gotta examine the guardrail, and then they gotta send the crew to fix the guardrail. Now it's a whole disaster because this guy just didn't want to slow down. Reckless drivers. That's all.